Hello, y'all. Welcome to the channel. It's Rad from Radko Tarot, and in this whole video, we're going to look into Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, and as well Cancer Rising weekly general tarot reading March 15th up until March 21st, 2021. And should you be interested in a personal reading with me, or if you do want to take my tarot classes, you can check out the description down below. And there you're going to find a link to my website where you can view and purchase either or both of these services. So with that being set aside, let's move to the general reading of the week. And the first card that we do have for you, Cancer, that is going to be King of Cups. Can you see the card, guys? Yep. Okay, so King of Cups. Moving next, we do have the Three of Pentacles. Afterwards, what we do have for you, that is going to be Death card, followed by the Ace of Swords. And the last one that we do have for you guys, that is going to be the Five of Swords here. And we do have quite of an interesting week that stands in front of you. And right at the start of the week here, we do have an individual that steps in. And because it's the start of the week, or it is the prime card here, it's very difficult to say with certainty what that thing is gonna be all about, because the King of Cups, when they manifest, they always have an emotional connection either to you or what you do, but one of the two is true for you is gonna be different for every single one of you. For some of you, they will kind of have an emotional connection to you, what you do, or to your job. To others, it will be to you personally, like people that loves you or a person that loves you, etc., etc. But the King of Cups, when they manifest, when they come, when they step forward, they always have something to propose you. They always address you with a certain thing. You know, they either address you with an offer to help you, or they are addressing with some kind of an offer to do something with them. King of Cups, they are a very somewhat professional. I don't know how to say it in another way. Probably in English there is a better word for it. But professional, what I mean is that while they are capable of showing huge and big emotions, they never allow their emotions to dictate their actions. And therefore, whatever proposition they step up forward with, whatever offer for a help they do as well, that is because they logically believe in it. That is because they see productivity into that. So if that's about relationship, they see productivity into that relationship and have a plan how that relationship is to manifest forward. They are not just stepping out, having no clue how the thing is going to develop and, you know, leave it all to happen by a chance. That's not the case. They just have a pretty clear picture. They know what they want and how they are going to get it as well. And by default, there is no need for you to deny that offer straight away. The very least, try to explore it. And I do believe that that is what you are going to do, because we do have the Three of Pentacles right after that. And the Three of Pentacles represents a support through development. So the offer of the King of Cups, or the help, is going to support you big time. Is going to support your development, either your emotional development or your personal career development as well. Three of Pentacles also stands for cooperation in one or another way. Very fruitful discussions that you are going to have with this individual King of Cups about the future. Now, through those discussions, there is going to be a criticism as well. You're going to criticize King of Cups. King of Cups is going to criticize you as well, that individual. And this criticism isn't going to be a criticism so it can make you feel bad. For example, I can give you a criticism, say somebody tells you or tells me or tells anybody that they suck, right? That is a criticism meant to make you feel bad. That's not the type of criticism we're having here. What we have here is a constructive criticism. They tell you what you do wrong and how to fix it. And whether you like it or not, it's the truth. Whether you will take it under consideration or not, that is your decision. But the Three of Pentacles, as it manifests with you within your week, and with the King of Cups, it only shows how much opportunities you do have with this one, how much more you can accomplish when you do side, whichever way, romantic or career, with the King of Cups, because both of you can accomplish way more than each one of you on their own. And right after these discussions, and as well these cooperations that support above everything else that the King of Cups is going to present you with, we do have the Death card, and that is where your life changes. Okay, you may not notice it straight away, but the more the time passes after this week, the more you're going to start seeing that there are no longer influences or matters, you know, or how do you say, circumstances around you that simply doesn't make any sense, that simply are there to make your life bad, to make your life harder than it needs to be. The Death card here points that through the cooperation in between you and the King of Cups, simply enterprises that serves you no longer, enterprises that have outlived their time, and standpoints, habits, whatever, it will, you will kind of like, you will sever with it with no problem whatsoever, because that's what death does. It comes about and takes away what no longer makes any sense. It takes away what is already dead. You can have a dead attraction, you know, attraction that cannot manifest anymore, and death takes it. You can have, you know, some kind of a habit that no longer corresponds with your new diet, say, or with your new way of living. Death comes about and takes it away. And yeah, that is that, but with you is going to be a natural transition as you do cooperate with the King of Cups, with this individual. It will feel it's like it is the only thing that makes sense to give up on certain stuff so you can replace them with another, and the life will become much more how do you say it, revitalized, maybe, you know. The life will become much more playful, much more colorful as well, and it will feel much more alive than ever before. And what I do suspect, and that is something that just came to me by looking at these three cards, it is that now you will have something more to live forward, or to look forward to, something more to live for. And right after this amazing state here, we do have the Ace of Swords, and that is the moment where you are seeing all of your life and all of your situations, romantic or career, for what they truly are. At that point, you start realizing that this transition that you are going to have with the King of Cups, although very natural, it also does require some tough calls. It does require some slightly more radical actions to push forward. And with the Ace of Swords, you are going to gather up the strength of your spirit, if you will, to do what is necessary. Why, you may ask? Because you will know the truth, because you will have the accurate diagnosis again over the situations you are, an accurate understanding of what you got to say, what you got to do, and where as well have to do it also. So at that stage of the week, which should be towards the end of it, you are going to stand against, for example, people that you have gave a silent treatment before because they were not capable to withstand the truth. Well, that will no longer be your problem. You're simply going to say what you got to say, and that will be the end of it. At that stage, you can expect these very honest and open and straightforward conversations in between you and your boss, in between you and your colleagues, for example, person of interest or beloved one, family, you name it. But the thing, it is that everything that needs to be said, it will be spoken. Whether people like it or not, whether you like it or not, is gonna be there to be spoken, and it is the truth. And it won't matter who likes it or not, because like I said, it's the truth, and the truth is only one. There is only one way to say it, the straight one. And right after that here, we do have the Five of Swords at the end of the week, and that represents your tenacity to act upon this transition you had at the start of the week, to make it happen to its full extent, while fully realizing what the extent is. Because with the Five of Swords, it's very common people to stretch outside of that extent, to start doing things that they are not supposed to do, to start influencing situations that simply they are not theirs to influence. This card promises you success, this card promises you triumph, but luckily for you, it's not going to be a bitter victory this time around, but rather is going to be very, how can I say, a balanced approach and a progression as well. Because with the Five of Swords here, you have the necessary support to know how far your limits stretches. One thing I want to warn you with the Five of Swords, it is that aside from the King of Cups, that individual that appeared at the start of the week or that stepped forward, because it could be somebody that you do know, all right? Somebody that is kind of like monitoring you, somebody that has an eye on you and just were waiting you to be at the right state so they can step up. And now at the start of this week, they are stepping up because you are at the right state. Aside from this individual, be very careful whom you are sharing with information, because Five of Swords, it's very plausible people to betray your trust, and through that you to find yourself humiliated. All right, so it's important here to trust your healthy sense of mistrust, and at the end, just don't do everything at all cost, because like I said, sometimes a victory, it happens to be a bitter victory, and nobody wants that. You don't, for certain. So that being said, Cancer, keep your eyes peeled, look around for that individual at the start of the week, because he is the bringer of change for you. And that is somebody that you may not know it at the start, but as you do start cooperating, you will see that that was the thing you needed, at least at that stage, to make a difference, to make the necessary change for the better in your life. So that being said, guys, this was your weekly general tarot reading, March 15th up until March 21st, 2021. Hopefully you do enjoy it and you do like it, and we are to see each other next time. Until then, bye.